Came across some entertainment news where it said Paramount is preparing a bid to buy Warner Bros. Also, Netflix reportedly considering to place a bid to buy Warner Bros. And how is that the case? I've heard so many great things about how Warner has been successful at doing this and doing that. But apparently, according to the bosses in charge over there under David Zaslav, a variety of box office flops has led them to be concerned with the company needing to be sold. And before that happens, there's been rumors apparently that James Gunn, yes, the pedo priest cosplayer, along with Peter Safran, could possibly inherit control of all of Warner Bros. If things get worse. And that's the main reason why I'm doing this story, to highlight once again James Gunn potentially getting rewarded. You know, the man who made hundreds of posts, maybe even thousands, about fantasizing having sex with children. A thing that obviously reflects Hollywood, because even though he was temporarily fired, just like with the Jimmy Kimmel situation, they saw one too many conservatives happy over it. And so they decided to not just rehire him, he was able to work with the MCU and the DCU at the same time. And now he's in talks, along with Peter Safran, and possibly taking control over all of Warner Bros. Because James Gunn perfectly reflects and represents Hollywood as an industry. Now, again, remember, this is a guy that not only made hundreds, if not thousands, but we know for a fact hundreds of posts making various comments about children while he was in his early to mid 40s. He doesn't have the cop-out excuse that people like to use nowadays of being young or being on the spectrum. I mean, I don't know, maybe he calls himself on the spectrum and I wasn't aware of it. No, full-grown, middle-aged man making comments about sex with children in an industry known for having inappropriate relationship with kids. And then with the cosplay that I talked about at the beginning, dressing up as a priest, adult women beside him dressed up like little girls. There was another party where he was with the one of the actors who has the raspy voice, who played a supporting character in Guardians, where they also made some type of quote-unquote joke about doing inappropriate things with children, specifically infants. And then his close association with two people who were one accused, the other found guilty of possessing child pornography, which of course he only got a slap on the wrist for. So you have all of these things attached to this man, and this is the man that continues to be rewarded in Hollywood. You know, but again, I guess we'll see. It's funny to see the news about Paramount making a bid, because not too long ago I heard that Skydance, they were going to merge with Skydance, and Skydance was going to consume them. So maybe that potential bid is going to be through the Skydance merger, once or if Skydance acquires them. But, me personally, I already see Hollywood as just one entity anyway. All these different company names are just different company names, because we know ultimately they're all in lockstep with one another, pushing their insidious agenda, which one among them is normalizing pedophilia, which is why they've earned the nickname of Pedalwood by the few who will highlight it. But, anyway, We'll see how this all goes down, whether it be sold or whether leadership changes. Me personally, as you know, I hope it all goes to hell, because Hollywood as an industry deserves to DIE via DEI.